everybody, Dauntless here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales. I have been away for a bit, again, but I figure I can just jump right on into it. I do remember that we were about to visit Thor. I happened to sprain my ankle trying to do my exercising a couple days ago, so yeah, that was fun. Let's see. T for Thor. Thor, the myth of Thor. I seriously doubt we're going to get the Chris Hemsworth version.
Ooh. It's cold.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's cold over there. And I live in North Dakota. I know what cold is like.
Touching that tree won't be helpful.
Oh, well, look at it.
A tree without leaves. It's understandable considering the climate.
Yes.
A snowy forest, both evocative and eerie.
Aha! People! Unknown man.
Hello, stranger. What are you doing here? Aren't you afraid to wander these parts alone and unarmed?
Why do you say that? Why should I be afraid?
No, I'm not worried. There's no death in this game.
Because of the giants. Don't you know that this is the land of the ice giants?
What? Giants?
No sane man would stroll around like you're doing.
Well, thank goodness I'm not a sane man.
This far? Are you nuts or something?
Actually more acorns than anything else. I think telling the truth is always kind of the best policy right now.
But I'm looking for Thor, the god of thunder.
You are looking for Thor? Why on earth are you looking for the mighty Thor in these wastelands? Everyone knows that the god of thunder lives in Asgard, in a huge shining castle with 540 rooms.
Yes, indeed. And everybody knows that the ice giants are Thor's arch-enemies.
Which is probably why he's here.
This is the last place you will find him.
I see.
Really? This is Norse mythology. I think
advice,
Thor is going to be...
Go back
These are
home
warriors.
And warm yourself up. And forget this crazy idea of finding Thor.
I see.
Because, look, they're both unknown man. Well... I still think that's Thor.
I'm sorry to bring this matter up again, but I really need to talk to Thor. Any idea how to do so?
You want to speak with Thor. Thor lives in Asgard, the abode of the gods. It's simply impossible for a human to reach Asgard. Alive, at least.
I see.
Why do you want to speak with Thor?
It's a long story. I need his help.
Well, as my traveling companion said, it's impossible to talk to the god of thunder.
I see.
It is it?
Sorry to insist, but are you really sure that there's no way to talk to Thor?
You'd better not insist. The god of thunder could hear you and get offended, and strike you down with lightning.
It's really important. It's a matter of life and death.
What would you be willing to do to meet Thor?
Anything.
I would not make that kind of promise.
Anything.
Anything! Wow!
Do not promise things that you may regret later. Go back home and warm yourself up, and forget this crazy idea of finding Thor.
The rule of 3. Do it again? Let's try it again.
I insist. I can't go back home, not before speaking with Thor.
Shut up!
Whoa, dude.
You talk too much, stranger. Thor hates people who talk too much.
And I hate people who talk
You'll end up in the
person.
graveyard. You'd better go back home.
Damn it.
Okay.
A nice fire. It's so cold that I feel better just looking at it. Can I warm up a bit near the fire?
Of course you can, stranger. We are happy.
Well, I'm glad he doesn't hold a grudge. Okay, I should go talk to Merlin. Let's do that really quick, because I guess I'm not sure. There's not much else I can pick up around here, and I can't think of anything to give him. So let me think. There was something I was noticing. So Popol Vuh, what was the first ones I went to? The first one I went to was King Arthur, right? Yeah, because there's King Arthur, and he sent me to Gilgamesh. And then it was Gilgamesh, the Gigantor, and then Popol Vuh. And then after that, there was like Sisyphus and Bellerophon, and Jack and the Beanstalk. I just find it kind of I'm hoping we come across another world with a lot more rooms, or at least a few rooms, because it feels like, you know, with Jack and the Beanstalk, there's 3.
Welcome back, Alfred. How can I help you?
You can hang on a second. There's only like 3 rooms. There was the house area with the beanstalk. You climb the beanstalk and then you go up to the thing. And there's the outside of the giant's thing. I guess there's a little hole in the wall, and then there's inside. So I guess there's like 4 or 5 rooms, I guess. But then you look at like, but most of those were almost more of getting places rooms. It's not something where there's something inside of it to do. Whereas if you look at like Popol Vuh, there was the opening, there's the market, the front of the gaming arena, the sacrificial chamber, and then the chamber in the other room. And that's 6 rooms where you're actually doing something. Where there's like a puzzle or something in each one. And I get that you can't have that in every single book, but it's like, I guess for me, it looks odd when you have the first 3 books you look at, they have a lot of stuff you can do, but then after a while, you start coming across more and more books where it's like more and more worlds where there's only like one place. Kind of like, I did read the comment before that the journey around the world, in 30 days, or I forgot the name exactly. I'm sorry, but that was just tacked in so that you could see what the other world, what it looks like when a book is corrupted, and that's awesome. That was a great idea. But I think at the same time, it may have brought out just a little bit more of how short the worlds are getting. You know, just that, you know, how they're kind of getting a little brief in areas. So I'm hoping, and I know there's a few of them coming up still that I haven't been to, I'm hoping that they extend out a little bit, especially like, you know, with Thor here, there's a lot you could do, but we'll see what happens.
I can't find Thor. I met 2 men near a wood, but I doubt they can help me.
Persist, Alfred.
I did that.
Insist.
Yeah?
Insist. But don't overdo it. The people of that land like neither he who speaks too little, nor he who talks too much.
You
go now.
Sneaky little
Waste
weasel,
no
you.
Time. Bear my words in mind.
I have.
Go.
So, I'm starting to come up with rules of adventure gaming. The first rule is look at and use everything. No, number 1 is save often. If you know you can die in an adventure game, save all the time. Rule number 2, look at and use everything, and number 3, if you can repeat it, the rule of 3 applies. Do it 3 times. This is different. This is... You have to refrain from doing it 3 times. Because watch, I've already insisted at least twice. So
I'm sorry to bring this matter up again. Any idea?
It's a lot.
Why?
It's a...
Okay,
What?
I already went through all this dialogue, so we're good there. Insist.
The
That's
god
2.
of
It's...
What?
Anything.
Eh?
Anything.
Dude, go back and forget.
And now I could insist again, but that would be the 3rd time when I think it, and that's what gets him angry. So let's try
All right,
giving up.
Maybe you're right. I'll go back where I came from. It's a pity.
Oh!
I'd be willing to do anything to meet Thor.
Hey, stranger, wait. Maybe there is a way to talk to Thor.
Really?
Are you really willing to do anything in return for his help?
I'm not liking
Anything.
this.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Trust me.
All right. The divine Thor, the mighty god of thunder, stands before
Wait,
you.
where's your winged helmet?
What?
That's right. And I am Loki,
Why does
god of
I thought
great cunning.
Thor had the winged helmet,
Now
right?
listen carefully.
And I knew
stranger. Something regrettable has happened. Thor has lost his hammer.
Aw.
What?
I didn't lose it. It was stolen. I fell asleep,
were you
and when
the
I
god
woke
of
up,
again?
Mjolnir, my hammer, wasn't there.
Long story short, I investigated and found out that the hammer was stolen by Thrym, the most powerful of the ice giants.
Must be
The
one
point is that
talented
without
giant to
Mjolnir,
sneak
Thor's
up on you.
powers are not sufficient to challenge Thrym. So I went by his cave and spoke with the giant, begging him to return Mjolnir to the Prince of Asgard. Thrym offered me a deal. He'd be willing to give the hammer back if we give him the beautiful Freya's hand in marriage. Freya, the goddess of love, of course replied that she's not going to marry that ugly giant. But I am Loki, the god of cunning. I came up with a brilliant plan.
Oh,
I
it's the god of
wouldn't call
mischief.
it brilliant.
Wait, I know this tale. Thor will dress up like a woman and will make Thrym believe he's Freya.
Well, that was the original plan, but
But...
But can
Oh,
you
no.
imagine me dressed up like a woman?
Ah!
I'm over 2 meters tall. I'm big and hairy. I have a beard. Thrym isn't that easily fooled.
You never know. Maybe giants grow beards when they, maybe giant females grow beards.
imagine Thor wearing this dress.
Nope.
It
We're
would
all
be
good.
ludicrous. We
Yep.
would need someone slender of form, with delicate traits, and without a beard.
Hey, wait, the only person here that fits that description is me. You're not thinking of me, are you?
Yes,
You
yes,
said
they
you
are.
were willing to do anything.
Are you going back on your word?
No. Oh, this is gonna be great. I hope my magic bell is handy.
Guys, are you sure this is a good idea?
Yeah, I
Don't
take
worry.
off the glasses.
Loki has everything planned out.
What are we going to do if the giant smells a rat?
That shouldn't happen. But if it does happen, the plan is take to your heels.
How do I take to my heels? I'm wearing a skirt.
It's a dress.
It's not going to happen. Don't worry. Thrym is a very stupid giant.
So stupid that he succeeded in stealing Thor's hammer.
Oh!
And what are we going to do if the giant won't give the hammer back?
What do you mean?
I mean, what if the giant wants to make sure that I'm Freya before giving the hammer back?
Oh my.
I think that's pretty unlikely.
Unlikely? What kind of an answer is that? Luckily, I still have my magic bell. Oh no.
In your other pants, isn't
Wait,
it?
when I changed into this dress, I left my magic bell in my pants. I have to go back. I have to get my bell.
You stay here, stranger.
I have to get a very important thing from my pants pocket.
Don't worry. Your pants are safe. They're in my magic trunk. You'll get them back later.
Couldn't you have put
Stop
the hammer
being
in
so
there?
jumpy. You're going to ruin everything.
Yeah, chill out.
Stay on target. Remember what we
Stay
said.
on target.
Keep your mouth shut. Don't say a word in the presence of the giant. Upon hearing your boy voice, he might grow suspicious.
Boy voice.
Who are you? How dare you walk the sacred soil of the Ice Giant's land? Oh, it's you, Loki. And oh, Thor's here too.
Hello, fatty.
Fatty.
So, Loki, what of my proposal?
We think it's acceptable, and we're here to seal the deal.
Oh, this is
Let
gonna be
me
wonderful.
introduce to you Freya, your future bride.
Freya, come closer. Let me get a better look at you.
Oh no.
Freya, go closer.
Very cute. I love blonde hair.
Perfect. So you can just give us the hammer back and...
No, sneaky Loki.
He's not that dumb, is he?
I am not stupid. You're the god of cunning. This could be a trick.
Nope, no trick. Just hand over the hammer.
Let's do it this way. I'm going to take Freya into my cave.
Oh
And
no.
tomorrow, we'll meet here again. If there's no trick, then I'll be satisfied. I'll give you the hammer back. I give you my word of honor.
This is not what we agreed on, fatty.
I'm sorry. Take it or leave it.
Well, this is not going well.
Poor boy. Who knows what's going to happen to him?
Too bad.
I told you it was a bloody stupid idea, though.
Don't worry, mate. We'll come up with another plan.
Poor sod back there, you know, off in the giant's cave, and oh boy. Oh hey.
I'm anxious to know you better, my beautiful Freya. But first, I must appease my hunger.
Uh-oh.
I'm off to hunt wild boar. And of course, I'm going to take the hammer with me. I'm not so naive as to just leave it here.
Darn.
I might be hunting for a couple of hours. So make yourself at home. I hope you're not afraid of the dark.
Oh, great. Oh!
Oh no, I'm lost without my magic bell. I have to find a way to get out of here before the giant comes back.
I was under the impression that the hammer couldn't get picked up by anybody other than Thor, basically. Ah, he's putting him in his shirt now. Let's see. Maybe that was just something in the comics. I know some of my Norse mythology is all coming from it's all coming from comics.
I don't think I could...
The
a sturdy stone
Marvel
wall.
character, anyway.
I don't know how to open it. It's too dark. I'd rather not try exploring a pitch-black cave. That wouldn't be very...
I don't have anything in my inventory.
That's not...
Okay. Oh! Oh! I have to admit, it is awesome that they managed to, that the animations were changed for when he's wearing the
And
dress.
come up with something before the fire goes out.
There, this should stay lit for a while.
I'm afraid that the torch will go out at any moment. I must hurry.
Whoa! I like it.
Wow.
Okay, this guy's pretty cool. I want his house. I'm not sure why I'm picking up a runic stone. Oh!
A stone on which it seems runic symbols are engraved. I don't know.
Okay, I can't pick up the ash. Remember what the rule is. Try and pick up everything. Ah!
Who are you?
My name's Alfred. Actually, who are you?
I am the dwarf Alberic, from the people of the Nibelungs. I am the guardian of the treasure of my people, and I am here to take back that which was stolen by deceit.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait a second. Are you dressed up like a woman?
Man,
Oh,
no.
well, it's not like it seems. I can explain.
Don't worry, dude. We Nibelungs are very open-minded.
No, seriously, it's not what it looks like.
Don't worry, dude. It's perfectly normal. It's much more common than you think.
I know, did you see
Dude,
Thor and
if
Loki?
it
They
makes
both
you
were
feel
wearing
good,
miniskirts.
That's what's important. Don't worry about what other people might think. Even among the Nibelung, there are many who like to wear women's clothing. But enough about that. How did you get in here?
I'm a prisoner of Thrym the Giant. He thought I'm a woman.
That damn giant stole the ring that my family has guarded for millennia.
Uh-oh.
And very not the ring of the Nibelung treasure. He who owns the ring is the rightful owner of all the riches of my people. See what I'm saying? This is serious. Especially because I am the guardian of that ring.
So in other words, you failed in your
Can't tell
job.
the others that it was stolen. I'd be lynched. I have to get it back.
Okay.
What is he? Some kind of kleptomaniacal giant? He also stole Thor's hammer.
What the? He also stole my magic cloak of invisibility.
Wow.
I don't care that much about the cloak, but I absolutely must recover the ring.
Well, if you don't want the
I took
cloak,
a
I'll
long
take it.
tunnel and waited for Thrym to leave the cave. I must hurry before he gets back. I know that Thrym hides his loot behind that ice door. Do you know how to open it? Any ideas?
Unfortunately not.
Help me to open it, and I will lead you out of here, and out of Thrym's clutches.
That sounds good to
Alright.
me.
And let us stand ready to flee at any second if Thrym comes back early.
Yes, yes. Finish picking up all these things and complete my collection, and then I'll... It has to do with the thing on the door. Thing on the door, and then you put the stones on the corresponding little...
Touching it
Jesus
won't be
there.
helpful.
Oh, I'm glad you had to walk all the way around. Okay, this is something I'm gonna need to take notes for, isn't it? So, Whoop. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. They all meet like so. Blah, blah, blah. This is a sun. This is what looks like waves, like water, and this is the big giant dude. Rawr. Hang on, let me finish throwing him in his little diaper there. There we go. Alright, now. So I got 3 of them, I need to figure out the other 3.
A protruding ice block. I don't see anything special about it.
What symbols do I got? Oh, okay. So, I have to figure out the runic translation. You there, Mr. Dwarf, you should be able to translate this crap.
I found some runic stones, but don't know what they mean. Can you help me?
Of course. Show me the runes, and I'll tell you what they mean.
Perfect. Let's go and ask him about the rest of this stuff, too.
Tell me about the ring of the Nibelung.
Its name is Unverenot. It's the oldest and most precious item of all the treasures of my people. He who owns that ring is the rightful owner of all the riches of the Nibelungs. It was given to my family millennia ago to protect. I'm the last descendant of the guardians of the treasure. And I don't want to be remembered as the one who lost Unverenot.
How was it stolen?
By deceit. Thrym, the king of the ice giants, invited me and the king of the Nibelungs to dine with him. Supposedly a friendly dinner. Thrym poured wine non-stop, and unfortunately we fell asleep. We woke up in our beds. It seemed that Thrym was so kind as to take us home. But as I woke up, I realized I no longer had the ring with me. I used to carry the ring in my pocket. I'm sure it was stolen by that sneak.
It doesn't sound like deceit.
Obviously, I didn't tell the king.
That wasn't really deceit. That was...
Well, actually, Thrym also stole my magic cloak of invisibility. I don't care that much about the cloak, but I absolutely must recover the ring.
Crap. Bandages. It gets wrinkled on the bottom or something, and it just bugs me.
Tell me about the Nibelungs.
Nibelungs?
We, the Nibelungs, are an ancient race of dwarves. We live underground and are master miners. We have known the art of forging iron since ancient times. We taught this art to you humans.
Good to know.
We hoarded a huge treasure over the millennia. The ring Unverenot is the oldest and most valuable item amongst it. The ring that snake stole. I'm the last descendant of the guardians of the treasure. And I don't want to be remembered as the one who lost Unverenot.
How do you know that Thrym hides the ring behind that ice door?
On the night he invited us to dine with him, our sovereign did nothing but brag about the grandeur of the treasure of the Nibelungs. Thrym probably felt belittled and told us that he also had quite a big treasure, hidden behind a huge ice door. I'm sure he hides the ring there.
Any idea how to open that?
No.
Unfortunately...
I don't know how to open it. Of course we can't open it with...
Of course we
Of course
can't.
can't.
Help me to open it, and I will lead you out of here. And out of Thrym's clutches.
I hope I can find a way to open it.
Okay.
How do you know that Thrym hides...
On the night...
Oh, okay, I've already
Any...
asked that. Blah, 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 blah.
Help!
I hope... Where does the tunnel lead?
It's a long underground tunnel that leads precisely to the edge of the forest of the Ice Giant's kingdom.
Why don't we just get out of here? It's too dangerous to stay here. The giant could come back at any moment. And honestly, I don't think there's any way to open that ice door.
I won't
Really?
leave this cave without my ring. We must open that door. Help me to open it, and I will lead you out of here. And out of Thrym's clutches.
I hope I can find a way to open it.
This is reminding me a little bit of this old adventure game Advent I used to play. in which it was all text-based. Like, literally, it was a DOS prompt with text. Kind of like Zork. And, of course, you know, it's like, you are in a room, there is a dwarf, talk dwarf, and it says, like, the dwarf says he will lead you out of the caves if you find his magic ring, or something like that. Okay, so...
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this stone is called Kauno and symbolizes fire.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see. So let me write down what each of these is. Okay, so... Remind me again?
Do you know...
The rune engraved on this stone is called Kauno and symbolizes fire.
Thank you.
Cool.
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this stone is called Lagos and symbolizes water.
Thank you.
Water. So, yeah, these are in direct relation to the thing up on the wall.
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this
the
stone
sun's
is
energy.
called Soelu and symbolizes the sun's energy.
Thank you.
And this is a stick.
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this stone is called Isa and symbolizes ice.
Thank you.
Ice. How am I gonna do ice? I'll put like a crystal here. I could probably put in a snowflake or something, but...
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this stone
Strength.
is called Uruz and symbolizes strength.
Thank you.
And our last one.
Do you know the meaning of this rune?
The rune engraved on this stone is called Thurisaz and symbolizes Thor's hammer and the eternal fight between Thor and the giants.
Alright, I
you.
think I got this figured out. So you'll notice that they all have something in relation. So, this one up here was water. So, it's going to be this one.
That's not going to work.
What? So now I do something with it? So if it's, okay. So let's try this. Let's put this guy on.
That's not going to...
Okay. And now, I've got to figure out what in the world I'm doing. Dude, could you choose which way you're gonna go? Holy crap!
Touching it won't be...
It's strength, fire, water, there.
Touching it...
Okay,
Ice blocks that rise by standing on the platform in the center of the room. I wonder what they're for.
Am I drawing stuff? So let me look at this again.
Touching it...
If it's if I'm gonna fill in stuff here, strength, and I think Thor's hammer would be on the other side. Water to ice. And then fire to the sun. So, unless it's doing opposites, at which point I'm going to have to totally change it. So, what it should be is, you. Runically speaking. Okay, we got, this is attempt 1. I think I'm out of time, but I'll write these down really quick. The lightning bolt up in the upper left. On the left, it's the kind of odd chair thing. On the right, it's Thor's hammer, which is that, you know, sideways hat. The water is in the upper right, which is kind of like a hook. The lower left is ice, which is the eye, or stick symbol. And the lower right is fire, which is the arrow pointing to the left. Now, I am going to stop here, because now I've got to figure out how to do this, and I should put that in the next video. So thank you everybody for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around despite, you know, kind of some extended times between videos. I really apologize about that. I think I've kind of gotten to the point where if I keep playing adventure games all the time and just get burned out on them, they're fun. Don't get me wrong. I've always loved these things. It's just I play them. I don't think I've played them as much as I played them a lot back when I was younger, and I haven't played them in a while, and I started getting back into them basically back with like the original Space Quest series when I started the channel, and then I've been kind of playing them like crazy ever since then. So I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna mix it up and things like that, and maybe try and do other stuff, but we'll see what happens. And I'm just trying to make sure I don't get bored of putting up content. Like, I love the games, don't get me wrong. I mean, this one's fantastic. There are things that I'm kind of curious about it. Hopefully, I'm wrong and they, you know, did. And there's only a few worlds where they only put up like a few actual usable rooms. But for the most part, it is fantastic. But we'll see what happens about finding other types of games and stuff to put up. Thanks everybody again for dropping by. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you can see when I post up new videos. If you haven't seen all my videos, or if you aren't seeing them when they're popping up, I do put up notifications on Facebook. I do put up messages on Twitter here and there. And I'll try and keep people informed when I'll be putting up stuff. And if it is going to be a while, I'll try and let you know. But thanks again. And as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day.